Welcome everyone. My name is Robert, and this is a little project called Thought Theory. Thought Theory started out as my own online philosophical journal, but in my mind, it has grown into something so much more. Before going any further, I would like to start off this channel with a quote that has deeply impacted my life. I believe you'll see why soon. The quote goes as follows. They say you die twice. One time when you stop breathing, and a second time a bit later on when somebody says your name for the last time. See, when I was real young, I had this weird phobia of death. I hardly even knew what it was, but I just knew that death was both finite and infinite. It was an end to what I knew and the beginning of something that I didn't. You could see why that would scare a little boy, can't you? Isn't it why we're so scared of the dark? But when I found that quote, it gave me an alternative perspective. Life is subjective, and its purpose often eludes us. If we're lucky, we might find our purpose later in life, or depending on what you believe, sometimes after our life. But for me, life quickly became about one word: impact. In my first journal entry, I wrote about the soul and how I had my own belief on what the soul really is, and it strongly ties into that quote. I believe two things to be true regarding the soul. First, for a concept of the soul to exist, it must persist past physical life. Secondly, I don't believe in any concept of the soul that does not take into account animals and any unenlightened beings, humans included. And with this, I came to the conclusion that soul is synonymous with impact. The only thing that survives our physical self is the impact we have on this universe. The trees we plant, the people we love, the animals we save, and the ideas that we inspire. Hopefully, after all of that rambling, maybe you could see why I started this introduction with that quote. Thought theory was something that I started for myself that I realized I could use to create an impact, big or small. I am determined to live a very long time, much past the time when I'm eternally returned back to the earth from which I came, and this may be the means to do so. See, the goal of this project is to create impact. It's called Thought Theory because I want to challenge people's perception of the world and themselves, to push their consciousness, to open up new possibilities of ideas, to create a safe space for explosive and dangerous thinkers, and to challenge the world as we know it. The goal here is not to always be right, but rather to be passionate about the potential for human thought. If I have but one goal, it is to challenge the minds of others, even if that challenge is to prove me wrong. In the pursuit of that goal, this channel will be covering topics such as philosophy, psychology, politics, ethics, conspiracy theories, and more. For those who are watching and can hear my voice, of which I anticipate to be few in number, I ask you to interact as much as you can. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter and other platforms, and check out my website, all of which will be located in the description. Please challenge me, and in return, allow yourselves to be challenged. Thank you to anyone who has stuck around. I hope you return, but if not, thank you for giving me your precious time. Peace.